about to present to you is something that I am so truly passionate about. This is going to be life-changing for kids all over Sweden. My name's Stephanie, and as a kid, under the age of 6, I was sexually abused by an adult. Child sexual abuse is today an extremely taboo subject that we barely talk about. As adults, we often feel uncomfortable and scared, and just the thought of it makes our stomach turn inside out. But if we as adults can't talk about it, how are kids supposed to be able to talk about it when something actually happens to them? By choosing not to talk about this subject, we are actually hurting our kids. By instead informing our kids about sexual abuse and giving them the right tools to be able to recognize it and stop it, we can instead make a difference. By showing them it's something we can talk about and something that isn't taboo, we can actually start preventing sexual abuse against children. So, how could we start this? My Rights, My Body is a digital course that can be taken online or through an app. It's created to teach kids about sexual abuse in a child-friendly way. It's an interactive game that focuses on giving children the tools and information needed to protect themselves from perpetrators. It takes them through a journey where they get to test their skills and learn new ones. It talks about good and bad secrets and what distinguishes one from the other. It also goes in on the right to their own body, and thereby helping them to understand what's the difference between a good touch and the bad touch. By using these child-friendly words, we can even make the youngest kids understand this. It also goes into the subject of the perpetrators and who they could be, teaching kids that it really could be anyone. It could be a stranger, but it could be a friend, and it could be family. A lot of the sexual abuse directed towards children today happens online. Therefore, this is also a great and important part in the digital course. Kids are today learning how to use the internet and online chat rooms at an extremely young age. By learning about the risks and the typical behaviors of perpetrators, they can actually learn how to protect themselves and also when to contact an adult. The feeling of shame and guilt is something that kids that have been sexually abused talk a lot about. By focusing on it never being a kid's fault, we can help them realize this even before it happens, or even if it may already have happened. By ending the course with teaching the kids what to do and who they can talk to, we make sure to give them the comfort and security by giving them a plan to follow if something happens. Then also teaching them what to do if a friend tells them about themselves being sexually abused. So by giving our kids the right tools and the information, we can actually make a difference. I know we can. A lot of the kids don't know that they are being abused and don't understand that it's wrong. This can teach them that. In 2016, 3,010 cases of child rape were reported in Sweden. And that's just the ones that were reported. Could you imagine how many cases of child sexual abuse we could prevent? The goal is that one day this will be a compulsory part of the Swedish school system. And I will work to make sure this happens. Take my word for it.